Hi guys, so this is my thought on gold, guys. Let's analyze gold and see. If you remember vividly well when I previously analyzed gold, I told you gold can go both ways. We can either go push to the downside or to the upside based on what I'm saying, that we just have to have more momentum. And this is why I drew for different scenario, because I told you there's a possibility that gold might push to the upside, guys. I said so. So I gave two scenarios. I said there's a possibility it might push to the upside or downside. So I'm just going to talk about my first scenario. My first scenario was I drew this candle right here. I drew this zone right here, and I said that we can see that gold close up of that zone with this engulfing candle right here, and even when we push to the downside, I see multiple rejection around that area. So that shows me a possibility of it pushing to the upside. And we can see, I said that if you push to the upside, certainly my TP will be my 2040, and the reason is because there is this break of structure, right, and an imbalance that needs to be filled that hasn't been filled yet. So that will be my first initial TP, because that makes sense. Like I said, I just don't trade based on fib alone. I trade on based on market structure and price actions as well. So we can see that was just a no-brainer based on how I trade, that would be my TP 2040. And I said that in case with my, because overall I'm seeing a down move on gold, so I said there's a possibility for us to push to the downside. And for my down move on gold, I wanted to break this zone right here with a beautiful engulfing candle before we now continue to push to the downside. And certainly my target would be my 61.8% fib level, because we currently hit my 27.2% fib level. So my second TP will certainly be my 61.8% fib level, and that was where I was aiming if you're pushing to the downside. And as you can see, and this is the reason why we need confirmation, guys. We need confirmations. I'm repeating it again. We need confirmation for us to take trade, because let's just say the market broke around this area and I took this trade, I will have lost, because this trade was not giving me enough momentum for us to say. We can see if you draw a counter trend line right here, you can see that the trade just came down here to touch the trend line and tanked to the upside, guys. So we can see we had multiple rejections around that area. So taking a trade off of around this area did not even signify anything for me, because I didn't see enough momentum of bearish around that area. And looking at how this trend line was as well, we can see that there's a possibility for an uptrend. So the trade was none. I didn't take the trade. So when we tank up and close above the zone, I took my trade. Let me go to my feed, because I mainly take my trade off of 30 minutes or 15 minutes time frame based on what I am seeing on how I like it around that time frame. So we can say that when it pushed up, I saw this candle broke this trend line right here with this beautiful engulfing candle right here. So I certainly took my trade around that area. So we can see from here, from up this candlestick right here. So from here right here to 2040 around here. So we backed around 112, sorry, 112 pips. That is what we backed, which was beautiful, guys. So now we can say, I'm just gonna delete this previous analysis and reanalyze based on the current price. So I'm gonna delete all this, guys. So guys, please, let's just don't take trade just for the sake of taking trade, guys, because you looking for confluences really mitigates your losses. Don't get me wrong, I still take losses, but it just mitigated, because before I take trade, even if I lose the trade, right, my confirmations were intact before taking the trade, which really helps compared to just taking the trade off of, oh, I thought it's going to go down, I'm just going to take the trade down move. No, like, you can think, like, the markets might be looking bearish right now and it might change, and if it change, you just follow the market. You don't have to be stagnant and say, oh, it's bearish, it's only sell I'm going to do. No, like, yes, you might be thinking it's sell, but if it give you momentum of a buy, just reanalyze the market again based on that current price market. So now we can see, I'm going to delete this one as well. Let me go to a bigger time frame just to see what we are looking for. We still say, I mean, monthly, weekly, daily. Okay, this is small. I still see a bearish overall on, let's see, we can see if I'm going to re-strategize this, so I can call this like an impulse, a sort of a correction. So now I'm going to, that's what I'm saying, like before I took this trade, right, this was where it makes sense for me to put my fib level right here, but now this is the actual retracement right here, so I'm just going to adjust it. And that is what I used to say, guys, like we just have to adjust our strategy based on the current price action to fit in better. So now we can say, what are we looking for now? I have, like, let's be mindful of this trend line, guys, this counter trend line, because we can see right here that we have multiple rejection right here. Broke the structure, it's currently around the trend line, so we might be rejecting off of this trend line, which is around my 38.2% fib level, to push to the downside, right? And because of this engulfing candle right here, there is a possibility we might push up a little bit right around, maybe if I use my fib to just calculate where from here to here, so around either my 61.8% fib level or my 78.6% fib level before tanking to the downside. So that's a possibility we are seeing right there. Get to that. So like I said, we might see a buy on gold, guys. We might still see a buy on gold to show some sort of, let me delete this previous. Okay, to show us that we might so we might just, like I said, push up a little bit before tanking to the downside. That's a possibility. But before we do that, just like I mentioned before, I think I want like a break of structure. If it breaks this overall structure right here, then I'm just going to realize my thoughts to buy, because I see it. But right now I'm just focusing on the sell until I see an engulfing candle closes above this level. If I see an engulfing candle closes above this level, then I'll do an update on buy. But right now, because I'm seeing a sell right now, based on the fact that we have multiple rejections around the zone. It's currently touching a trend line, a sensitive trend line, right? So right now it's just giving me more of a buy of more of a sell vibe. We might still buy, like I said, because we might see this like an engulfing candle, a correction. An impulse is sort of a correction before tanking to the upside. But that's why I'm saying a little bit of a sell right now, and the sell is like a retracement for we might push to the upside or just continue to tank to the downside. So based on what I'm currently analyzing, guys, I'm just gonna go for first and second. So I'm going for more of a sell, guys, right now. So let me change the color of that. Okay, let's adjust that. So guys, we can see that we rejected around 88.6% fib level right there. Let me go to a smaller time frame to see. Like, it's just a little bit confusing because I'm not seeing enough momentum of sell, but I still think we are selling. Let's put a counter trend line. You can see right here, but I still think we might be selling, guys. But I just want us to be mindful because anything can happen. But my bias is just more towards of a sell. So I think I want a sort of a break of structure for us to say. So let's see if it's give us something like this, then I'll certainly write it to my 27% fib level. So I'm just gonna draw my thoughts because I'm not seeing any imbalance. So I want something like this to write down to my negative 27% fib level, which is right here. I'm gonna delete this one, which is around this area right here. But this would be a beautiful trade, guys, because there is this imbalance right here. So there's a possibility we might write down to my 61.8% fib level. That is if we sell right there. So we sell right there, but I'm just gonna draw here to here, and I'm changing the color of that. So if we buy, guys, I want something like this and like this, and my first TP will be 61.8% fib level, just like I said. Let me just choose my fib quickly again just to see. Around 2060. I don't want it to be too cluttered, so I'm not just. So around this area right here will be a possible TP target. So if you're pushing for a buy, guys, that will be a possible TP target. Okay. So these are my thoughts on gold, guys. Hope you find this helpful. If you do, don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.